Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and I've got a product that might be of interest to a lot of people, just not aware of it. It's actually here's the name of it, thermistor electronic voltage regulator. A thermistor is like a rectifier. It's a special application to be able to control the voltage going into a device like a lamp, a fan, or a bench grinder. All three of these I'm going to demonstrate how this product can be used. Up to the right, you're going to find a lot of the features and specs and information about the product as I go through. And I'll just briefly show you what it amounts to. This will go all the way up to 100 or 220 volts. It'll regulate. But this is adapted with a plug for 120. So that's what's going to be output from here that we're going to control is 120 volts. AC. This will not work with DC. You cannot put DC into it and get DC out. Only AC in and AC out. So that's the operating parameters. Now, right off the bat is you get the output right here. And you'll notice it's a funny looking plug. It adapts to just about all of the different 110 plugs. And it'll just go right in there. That's the ground, and this is one side, and this is the common, that's the hot lead. Okay, you have a protector here. This is also an on and off switch. When it's on, it's a protector that if something goes wrong, a short or something or other, the product will not destroy itself. It'll open the circuit up. They have it written right here: adjust voltage, light, speed, or temperature with this. Right here is a rheostat that will change the voltage output. It's not actual voltage, it's just placements. It's all the way up from 0 to 22, or just reference points that you could use, like 12 might be 50 volts. And right here is where you're going to read the output voltage that is going to go to here. If you don't have anything plugged into here, you'll see 125 volts on here, no matter where you have this, because it takes a load for this to operate. If there's no load, then it's not regulating any voltage. It has to have a resistance of some kind, being a lamp, a fan, or some other device. That's pretty much it. There's mounting holes, 4 of them, that you could mount this somewhere. You get a little instruction manual. There's not a lot to the instructions. It's a matter of turning it on, adjusting to the voltage that you want, or the results that you want from the light. You can use it as a dimmer. On a fan, you can use it to get that precise speed the fan will give you all the way through the range. A lot of times you get 3 or 4 set speeds. None of them are correct. With this, you can make it absolutely the speed you want. So that's a good application. And they give you some specs on the back, and that's pretty much it. Now we're going to get into the demonstration. We're going to start with a lamp because a lot of people might want to have a certain setting. A lot of times there's 3 intensity lights that you can turn it from one to the other, but you may want a different brightness than you can get with that 3-way switch. So this is a device that might meet your needs on that. So I'm going to just go ahead and plug that in, and right now it's off, and I'm going to select one bulb. This is an incandescent light bulb, the one with the filament that we've all grown up with, that are being pretty well phased out. And the new light bulbs, it's kind of like a fluorescent. And you'll see the difference. So let's try the incandescent light bulb, the one with the filament that you can precisely adjust the voltage going into this, and you can change the intensity very well. You're going to see that the new bulbs are going to operate differently. All right, now let's plug this in. This is always the big side is green or is ground, and the smaller size of the plug is the hot lead. Well, right here, that is the big side right there, and so that is ground, and so you want to plug it in correctly. And I don't think it'll go in unless you do it correctly. All right, we're going to set the rheostat all the way to 0, and we're going to turn this on, and that switch is already on. So now 126 volts, there's not enough current flowing to show anything. Now I'm just going to slowly roll it up until I see something happen. It's on. Let me make sure. There. Okay, that was a case of, let me turn it off and back on. I think you have to go up kind of fast. Going up slow did not seem like it worked until I had got it to work one time. See now, there we go. There's 38 volts right now, and it's just glowing like right there. Let's turn the lights off a little bit. So I think you can see a little glow. Now I can bring it up just a little bit, and you see how you can just put it exactly where you want it, or go down to where it's just barely glowing. All I see is a little orange spot. Then I can go on up and reach higher intensity until it's all the way up full, the full 125 volts. As I go down, you see that's 105, about 105. And right here is 62 volts. And let's see what the lowest, 36 volts. Now it's completely out right there. About 25 volts, and you just barely get a dot of light there. Okay, that's how it works on a incandescent light. Now let's turn it off, and now I'm going to leave that, and let's see if it'll come back on at the same intensity. Yes. Now let's just put it down real low. Say you just want it like a night light. You could make this into a night light. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. 44, 45 volts. Let's see if it does it each time. Yep, about 45. So it's pretty precise, and you notice it doesn't fluctuate. It holds it very steady. So it's a very good voltage supply. Now let's change this. I'm turning it all the way down, and this is off. Take this one out, and we're going to put the new LED lights in, and you're going to see the difference when we do this. And you can tell the LED lights, they got this sleeve, and the end looks a little different. Now I'm going to do it fast because I noticed doing it slow, even with the incandescent, it didn't trigger. So I'm going to turn it on. As soon as I turned it on with it all the way down, it turned into a low glow, as you see. And it's showing 104 or 5 volts right there. So I'm going to move it on around, and notice the voltage is not really going up. It's staying the same. Now this is an LED, a modern LED, and then watch what happens when I hit a certain point here. There, right there, you can, there. See, it pops on, but you can see a little slight glow right there in that area. You can change the intensity, but that's it. So it's not really, you can't really do a dimmer control with it. They do make these bulbs that are dimmable, so you'd probably have to get one of those, a dimmable LED light. And this one is either all on or just a glow. So it will just glow. So just wanted to show you that so that you're prepared to know what's going to happen if you have LED lights. So you can't really dim it. All you can do is bring it down to just a glow. We'll turn it off. Okay, that one is complete. Now you know a little bit about how you can use this as a dimmer, but you need the incandescent light to really get the full effect. Now, let's go to a fan, a little portable fan that we all like to use, but sometimes the speed is just not right. And right here, this is 3 speeds. I've got it in the 2nd speed right there. So you have to select something other than off. Okay, again, I'm going to plug this in correctly. And I'm going to turn this all the way down. And it's in, yep. Wait, let's see. Yeah, that's in speed number 2. It doesn't really matter where you have it. It's going to be able to control it. Now we're going to turn it on. And right away, it's showing 888, no voltage. Now I'm going to move it a little bit. Wait, that's actually 88.8. I think that means no voltage. I've got her on. There. Now, maybe you can see the fan blade turning right there. And I'm at 38.3 volts. Let me go down just a little bit. See, if I go down just a little bit, it's only 1.2 and not enough to do any. That's about as low as it goes. Now I go up just a little bit, and now it jumps up to 49 volts, 30, 33, 32. It's barely turning. So you can control it very slow. Now let's move it up just a little bit more. What I'm showing you is that you can gradually move the fan to the precise speed that you want. This is also a great device if you're trying to test something. And so it is a tester, because you can vary the voltage output. Very important in doing tests. Okay, right there, that might be all you need just to move a little bit of air, but then we're going to move it up a little bit more. And you see, I got a little higher speed, so you can actually experiment till you find that perfect temperature or fan speed that gives you the comfort you want. And then all you do is look here, and this is on setting number 16. I can always put it back to that and it'll be there. Now if I leave that and I want to turn the fan off, I don't turn it off over there, I can just turn it off here. It immediately stopped. Now we're going to turn it on and see if it'll go back to the 71 volts. It went right back. There you go, 70 volts, 71. So it's a very precise controlled voltage rectifier and or regulator, and it does a great job. So right there is a perfect feel that I don't need any more. Now I'm going to show you, it will go all the way up to the full speed if I run it all the way up, and I'm 126 volts. Then I could move it down. Maybe I want 100 volts. That gives you a certain one. Okay, now we're going to a bench grinder. It costs a lot more money to have a bench grinder with variable speed, But if you've ever seen a bench grinder, it really torques up to some high revolutions. And maybe you've got a job that you don't need all that high speed. You want low speed. This is the device that can do it. Okay, I'm all hooked up, off, plugged in. The power switch is on, and now we're going to turn this on. And it's at the lowest setting on here. Now I'm going to slowly run it up and just listen, and you'll hear the grinder. Let's go. Right there. 29 volt, 30, 31 volts. It's just humming. It hasn't started. Now I'm going to move it a little bit more. Now it's starting to go. Now I could even back it off a little bit so that I get just a slow speed right there. That's a real slow speed. And it's at 50 volts roughly. Okay, now I'm going to show you what full speed is like. And at full speed, let's see, it's 115 volts that it's putting out. And if I want to slow it down, I can slow it down. See, now I've gone down to 0.6 volts. It's gonna go down and stop. So I need to move it up if I want to hold it. See, now that will, you can grind and it will speed back up. You may have to work with it to find exactly how much voltage do you need to do the job. And that might be enough to do just what you want to do. You don't need that high speed. I think you see that this can do a lot of things around your home that might be of use for you, and so now you know what to get. Okay, I want to thank you very much for watching my video.